All right. How's she going, everybody? First of all, I just want to say, is the live stream coming through good? If not, I may need to switch over to my hotspot off my phone. I just want to make sure, give me a couple thumbs up if you guys are getting this. So I'll just wait for a couple thumbs up. Any fucking thumbs up. Alrighty. I think we're good. Okay, so I'm going to start off with finishing off where I believe my last live stream got cut off. It had to do with the Wi-Fi I had on my phone, set up the roaming packs and everything else. But apparently once I get 500 megabytes in, it instantly goes into low mode. Tried to tap into the airport Wi-Fi. Shit, I should have paid for the extra money. Hey, what's going on? Matt, tickle my limits, Lorette. So I believe I'd gotten to the part where I spent about 3 hours on the phone trying to get my flights organized, and United had said to me that they had screwed up. There should have been no issues with me getting on the plane from Frankfurt to Denver, and that all I needed was a Canadian passport, especially just going on transit through. So they rebooked me on that flight. Spent the night on the floor in the Istanbul airport. Got to say, very uncomfortable. Maybe got 2 hours of sleep. Ended up getting on the plane. No big hassle. Everything's going good. I'm getting to my destination. I get to Frankfurt Airport, and turns out that I wasn't allowed to get on the plane for the same fucking reason that it was the first time. And when I had talked to United, talked to their supervisors, talked to their escalation team, everybody else, they were saying that they had called the embassy and should be no issue whatsoever. Well, when we got to the gate, there was an embassy guy sitting there. I'm assuming probably because of conflict caused from yesterday for me trying to get on the plane. And he straight out said, no, not happening. So I tried to talk to the supervisor at the desk, got a lot of attitude, just said, I understand I'm not getting on this plane, but we need to figure something out after. She pretty much told me I'm on my own, whatever. I was starting to get very aggravated, very mad. I managed to keep somewhat of my cool. I may have thrown out the odd swear, believe it or not. I don't know. They may have not liked that. But the frustration was real. There's a couple other people there sitting there shaking their heads too, dealing with the same kind of bullshit. Everybody in the airports, the stewardess, the people traveling, everybody just stressed out. So airports aren't packed. Thank God they aren't. Probably running at about a quarter capacity. If they were packed, I imagine there'd be a lot more fist fights and everything else going on in the airports right now. But because they're not so packed, we're able to keep somewhat a little more calmer, I guess you can say. So end up finally going to start talking to the lady. She's still kind of giving me attitude. Then one of the ladies I was working the desk the day prior, because it was actually the same gate that I was supposed to fly out from the day before, showed up, and she's like, Mr. Mask, what are you still doing here? Why are you here? So I explained my story, and she's like, no, I'm so sorry about that, because she was actually the one that booked me to go to see the service desk the day before. And by the time I ended up talking to the service desk, too late to get my tickets, went back to United. It was too late to get on either of the flights to Toronto or to Calgary. So that got kiboshed. They sent me back to Istanbul. And all of a sudden, her supervisor started to work with me. So they decided that they're going to get me on a plane from Frankfurt to Toronto, and then a couple hour layover, then I was going to be catching a plane to Calgary. Perfect. Filled out all my information, everything else, realized probably going to have to quarantine when I get to Calgary, booked all the information, everything in, booked my COVID test, get to Toronto, didn't realize that I can't leave Toronto now. I need to isolate. So here I am in a hotel room in Toronto, isolating, waiting for my COVID test results. I'm assuming I'm going to get her back today sometime. And then I could book my flight to Calgary, where I have to carry on my isolation from home, whatnot. So that's kind of a bit of the shit show. It's been nothing but a hassle trying to get my ass fucking home, but it's going to be happening. So I'm going to talk about my match with Hermes, how I feel it went down, where the gap was. I feel I see a lot of negative talk around certain areas that's happened in the match, and I want to straighten a bunch of that shit out. Then I'm going to go into what I thought about the rest of the event. So definitely going to get some mac and cheese, armchair arm wrestler. Thanks for the super chat, buddy. So my match with Hermes. I'd gotten the call or seen the message on Facebook 3 months ago. Hadn't been training, no excuses, whatever. I figured 3 months was going to be enough. I knew where he was when I pulled him the first time, and I had an idea where he had gotten to over the year and a half. And he definitely used that year and a half to the best of his absolute fucking ability. I knew it was going to be a bigger, stronger, better version of Hermes. I wasn't sure how much bigger, stronger, and better he was going to be. I just knew I needed to capitalize every minute of my time I had in my 3 months to prepare. I did, I believe, to the best of my ability. It was the biggest version of me. I honestly felt the strongest I'd ever felt. And I definitely did level up from the last time me and Hermes had pulled. Unfortunately, Hermes had leveled up a couple more times. I still had a chance, I believe, and it pretty much went the way I thought it was going to go. I knew whoever was going to get the position off the go was going to be the man that was going to end up winning the match. I knew they weren't going to be barn burners. It was going to be he got his position, he was getting the win. I knew if I got my position, I was going to get the win. I had my game plan going in. I stuck with it. I do believe it is a very successful game plan against a man like Hermes with where he is. If he is straight, he's vulnerable. As soon as he gets a little bit of this cup, this man is an absolute fucking freight train. So my whole game plan and everything going in was we were going to get into the straps, and I was going to utilize that strap in this motion to prevent him from getting his cup. Had it been a WL strap, if anybody's pulled with a WL strap, you grab onto him and you pull him. There's no stretch, no give whatsoever. The straps that were here, and it's just the way it goes. The straps that were there had a little more play to them. So by the time I got a bit of that separation going, he was also obtaining a little bit of his cup. And from there, it was obviously his game. For the refs, I don't believe I had gotten screwed in any way. I came in with the mentality that it was going to be WF setup. Everybody complained the first time. I fucked them. I cheated them, this and that. So I wasn't going to fight and be super aggressive. I did fuck up the first round. Adrenaline was going, walking up on the stage. And I had thought that what I was going to do, just because of the mask that Hermes had put on, I was hoping to get a couple early starts, get a good feel into him, get him to kind of taper down a little bit before I really tried to implement what I wanted to do. We ended up going into ref script. I completely brain farted what the fuck was happening. And I do believe I had early started in those two matches. And it was somewhat intentional, thinking I was getting warnings and they weren't going to be fouls. But again, my fucking fault. So went into the next match. He was really aggressive. Same thing, really got around. He was bringing his elbow up. I should have matched, I believe, his aggressiveness in the table. But that's the name of the game. He was able to get a little more around where he needed to be in the setup. Had I been more aggressive, we probably would have ended up going to ref script, guaranteed. But I still figured I was going to be able to apply what I needed to. Didn't get the strap as tight as I should have. He got his position. Game over for me. Hermes, by far, honestly, I do believe he is in that top 10 range in the world. His hand, honest to God, twice the size of what it was the first time, and probably 3 times the strength as what it was the first time. Match number 3, same thing was happening. I've heard some comments out there that Hermes was trying to hold me or whatever. That wasn't the case. Talked to Hermes afterwards, and he wanted to clean sweep me throughout the whole thing. He actually admitted that he may have underestimated on what he felt in the after polling compared to what I am when I get up to the table. And he said, holy shit, had the same version of him 2 years ago showed up to this match, I would have walked through him that day. But that being said, Hermes, awesome guy. Got along great after. Had a translator in there. There wasn't as much issues with trying to understand what everybody was saying. Thank you, Kirsten, for translating our words to each other. And I was able to get the strap a lot tighter to where I was able to apply my pressure before he was able to get the cup that he needed. As soon as I had taken his hand, instantly got through it. Fired up. I was fucking raging, ready to go. I could barely even sit still in the chair when I had gotten there. Figured it was going to be a TSM bit of a turning point. I thought I might have blown up his arm a little bit more. We went into match number 4. Didn't get the strap as tight as I should have, and Hermes got what he needed. Hermes, hats off to you. You won. After that, it was no more. I wasn't fired up. We were laughing, we're joking at the table. The 5th round, honestly, didn't even fucking mean anything. We had talked afterwards. Hermes actually did end up tweaking something in his inner elbow. And hopefully he recovers. He didn't do any after pulling with anybody in the right arm because of that. I'm sure he's going to get rehabbed up. He will be back on the table soon. But yeah, Hermes, he just came in a little bit better, and he played his game better than I should have played my game. Had I maybe another month or 2 to prepare, maybe I could have packed on more weight. I may have been more ready, but that doesn't matter. That's what if. Hermes showed up for them 15 minutes, and he performed better than I did, so he won the match. I have absolutely, honestly, no regrets how I did. I thought I would have been bummed out if I had lost. I actually feel pretty fucking good because I know where I stand with him, and the gap between me and Hermes, I don't feel is as aggressive as some people think. It's right fucking there. So for what I was able to accomplish from where I came from 3 months ago to where I am right now, I'm actually pretty fucking happy with it. And I want to actually thank Hermes for lighting the fire in my ass, because it was him calling me out that gave me the motivation to get back to the training. And with the better mindset I have right now for myself, I honestly feel that I haven't even come close to reaching my full potential. So one thing I've taken from this is there's going to be no more time off. I'm going to continue to push through, obviously listen to my body throughout, don't want to overtrain, but I plan on hitting her back hard, and a couple more months, hopefully I'll have more weight on me, get more mac and cheese in me, get on some more of that pancake diet. And I plan on coming back even more. This isn't the end. I'm not walking away by any means whatsoever. I don't believe it was a complete loss. The amount that I did earn from it, adapting back to the WAF style from WL, I didn't feel was completely uncomfortable for me. I just felt maybe I should have been a little more aggressive, I was a little too timid in trying to get what I feel I needed in the setup. Lesson learned. As for a possible rematch, I'd mentioned to Hermes, mentioned to his manager, mentioned to his coach, and they're all for it. They're actually want to set something up sometime in the future. We're going to talk. Obviously, we just pulled. I want to see Hermes pull some other people. I want to get out there, pull some other people, continue to build myself up. But there will be a trilogy probably within the next year to 2 years. Told Hermes, his manager had said that, yeah, we'll get your ass out to Rome. We'll figure it out. We'll do something. I'm willing to do it wherever, providing all this COVID shit is gone. When she's gone, I'm willing to travel wherever, pull whoever. I don't care. Until then, though, I'm keeping my ass in fucking North America, because the hassle is absolutely fucking insane. Anybody that's going to be traveling out of Canada and getting your ass back to Canada overseas, make sure you have no connecting flights in the States coming from a European country, because you do need a fucking visa. So unless you get that visa, it's going to be a fucking hassle. But yeah, definitely, definitely looking forward to what the future has to bring and new versions of me coming. As for the East and West tournament, yes, there was some production issues. Hard to hear, and I know this isn't something that Engen puts on all the time, but for what he had put together and the amount of time he had with everything else that's going on, I thought he did a fucking fantastic job. Had there been mics on the people and everything else, a little more production involved, it would have been a way better event. You could have actually heard everybody pulling throughout the whole thing. So, and honestly, that's one of the best parts of the show, I believe, is being able to hear the other people talking in their corners and what they got to say. Should he do something in the future, that would be my only recommendation. The lighting obviously may have been a little shady, but again, this was the first time it did something like that. And like every production, even when they did the King of the Table, there were some flaws, but they're going to learn from them. So same thing when WL started doing their thing. Instantly, they were having issues. Engen, unfortunately, ended up hurting himself. The dude was super, super hospital. Great place. Enjoyed my whole time when I was there, hanging out with Mike, Sarah Backman, Tony Katowski, Todd Hutchins, all them people, all top notch. Got to meet my buddy Kirsten. Been chatting for about 3 years. Finally got to meet in person. He may be coming up to Canada, get him a couple matches with some people, depending on what's going on at the time. But yeah, it was honestly a good time. Hutchins versus Zolev, sick match. I was looking forward to that the most. I wish they would have continued to pull. Would have been a lot better. Zolev had the jump on him. That's what it was. If it wasn't so much for the jump, I do believe Hutchins would have taken that. The man that Katowski pulled, fuck, that kid is a beast. Honestly, he doesn't look as strong as he is. And I was blown away by the way he handled Katowski. And Tony didn't back down anyway. Tony was going inside with him. He was trying everything with him. That kid is just an absolute fucking scholar, stellar puller. Sarah Backman, well, that's Sarah Backman. I would say she's back and she's looking pretty fucking strong. That other female she was pulling was a beast. Definitely had her in some hot water, but Sarah Backman, with her experience, her ability, she was able to hang on, wear her down enough, found a loophole, and she exploited the hell out of it. Hats off to Sarah. Phenomenal fucking job. Josh pulling his man. Another win for the West Side. Fucking handled it great. He was getting underneath the table, really trying to wear you out, doing partial King's move there, and Josh held on, ended up winning the match. Fucking, if you guys had stuck around for that, I know it was a long, drawn out. I think it was about 5 hours in total. We started at 7. We didn't finish till midnight. So yeah, Herman Stevens, I think he got set up to fail in that one. Poor guy. he also had a shitty way on the way. He was puking in bags on the airplane and everything else. Dehydrated, air legs. But that fucking kid that he was pulling was an absolute fucking tank. Ripped up him a little bit afterwards. And the guy was fucking strong. Absolutely retarded fucking strong. So yeah, other than that, like, I thought it was an awesome fucking time. Everybody was great. I'd definitely be willing to go back again sometime in the future, providing all this COVID flight regulation bullshit is gone. So, but yeah, that's my take on the event. I believe it was fair. I don't think I got cheated in any way. He just played a better game than I did. And sometimes that's the fucking way she goes. There was 15 minutes where we needed to perform, and he performed better than I did. Next time, should it set up, it may be a different fucking story. But we don't know. Only time will tell for that one. So, Armchair Arm Wrestler, what would be a tougher match for you? Bees or airlines? See, airlines Airlines. I fucking hate flying even at the best of times. The best of times, I fucking stress out. I just hate it. I have zero patience. I bite my lip the whole fucking time. This time it was honestly by day 2, every time something happened, I just started fucking laughing. And I was just done. Absolutely done. Airlines, I would fucking fist fight a pack of fucking bees before I would attempt another flight overseas right now any fucking day. Yeah. So definitely fucking airlines right now. But yeah, thank you, sir, for that fucking super chat. Go Jackets, Matt. I staked you, and I'll do it again next time. I know you're destined for greatness, regardless of visa. So you went from needing it to needing it to needing it. What a cluster. Total cluster. Dude, it was a fucking shit show. Absolute fucking shit show. Every time I thought I was getting close, like the amount of fucking stress and fucking shit I'd probably 15 fucking pounds lighter just from running up and down airports and everything else. Staying in a hotel, they're bringing fucking portions for little fucking people. So I'm probably gonna set myself up a skip the dish account. I'm gonna order some fucking food because I eat breakfast and I'm hungry 15 minutes fucking after asking them if they can bring me more food. So, but you know what? This is the day and times that we fucking live in now, unfortunately. So until shit fucking lightens up, I'm keeping my ass a little closer to home because it ain't fucking worth it. So, but yeah, thank you, Go Jackets, for that fucking super chat. Matthias Bedard, what's going on, my man? If you look out your fucking window, you might be able to fucking see me. I'm on the 9th floor, so maybe a little far. Pull out your binoculars. Sorry about the travel BS, buddy. Stay powerful, dude. It is what it is. It made for a hell of a fucking story. I think I might have had a few too many F bombs in my last live stream. I was pretty tired. They've cut my monetization off on it. So maybe there's some complaints or something like that, or someone's mom walked in and their 16-year-old kid was watching it with their 18-year-old account and may have fucking put a little fucking slap on my fucking monetization. But whatever. It is what it is, buddy. It is what it is. Thank you for that super chat. Create a channel to post. Great show, Matt. Looking forward to your future matches. Thank you. Like I said, this is just the beginning to my journey back to where I want to be. Definitely, actually, really want to thank Hermes for putting the fire in my ass and pushing me to want to hit that next level. So I'm gonna be back. Kirsten Prodigy, what's going on, brother? You'll always have my full support, whether you win or lose. Love you, my big brother. Love you too, buddy. Thanks you for hanging out. Great time. Had an awesome time. You know you don't need to fucking send me super chats to chat. You got my fucking number. Just give me a call. So, but looking forward to the next time, my man. It's gonna be even better. And yeah, besides all the fuckery on the way there and the bigger fuckery on the way back, everything else, the trip was fucking epic. Absolutely epic. So yeah, looking forward to seeing you again, my man. Noel DC, don't call me Noldick. Okay, I won't call you Noldick. Again, enjoyed the match. Can't wait for the deciding in a year or so. Will you be incorporating more basic strength training in addition to technique training? Yeah, I want to hit my core more. Definitely trying to work on my biceps. Been working on my biceps for ages. The motherfuckers, I keep telling them to grow, but they don't want to fucking grow. So, and I need to uptake my calorie intake tenfold. I want to hit that 270, 280 if I could. If I ever get there, I feel that's where I'll get closer to my full potential. The more weight I do put on, the stronger I do feel. So it's, for me, I got the metabolism of a fucking hummingbird. I fart and I'll lose a half a pound. So to put on the weight is always been a struggle. It's always going to be a struggle, but I'm fucking going to take on that challenge because I don't feel I can compete in the top 10 world level unless I pack on at least another 20 pounds from where I'm at right now. I can bang with them. I can give them some good matches here and there, make them work, but nothing like I feel that I could if I was able to pack on more weight. So that is going to continue to be my goal and keep training as much as I can without overtraining. So the progress is this, and there's not a lot of these in the way. So that's just training smarter, not necessarily so much harder. So, but yeah, thank you, sir, for that super chat. Jay the Dios, United Airlines says they would love to have you back, dude. The funny thing is I actually always fucking used to fucking choose United Airlines over Air Canada, Delta, or any of them other airlines. And this was the first time I've actually had any issues with them. And holy fuck, were they issues. Every other airline I've dealt with when it was good times was nothing but a gong show. And United always treated me good. When she's a bit of a shit show, they seems like they're just fucking collapsing under the pressure. So it'll definitely be a while, I'm thinking, before I put my feet anywhere close to a United Airline plane. Should I have the choice, I'll pay $100 more and fly through another airline before it's going to happen with fucking United. So, but yeah, thank you, sir, for that fucking super chat. Martin C, bet my money on you, man. We'll do it again next time. Keep up the good work. Bees and milkshakes. Thank you, Martin C, for that super chat. I don't feel I had enough time. You know what? It is what it is. And no harm, no foul. Sorry for the loss on your stakings. Would have been a lot worse had I beaten, because I don't know who it was, but there was like one person constantly buying fucking Hermes. So had I beaten Hermes, it would have been, hopefully you didn't bet as much money on me as that man was betting on fucking Hermes. So, because that would have been a hell of a loss, and I'd feel really fucking bad right now. But I really don't think that's the case. So, but yeah, thank you, sir, for that super chat, and thank you for your support. And I'm going to continue to work harder so I have way less chances of letting you motherfuckers down next time. So, yeah. Lewis Hermanson. No comment, no nothing, but thank you for that super chat. Didn't know if you wanted to say something. Sean Crowler, my man. What's going on, buddy? Fuck, I just want to get home. Hey, you're so humble. That's the attitude for a champion. Can't express how proud I am of you. Can't wait to see what the future holds. Brother, I just can't wait to fucking get home, start training with all my fucking hillbilly buddies again. Yeah, it's going to be good. You know what, man? We win one, some, we fucking lose some, but the amount I fucking learned, you can't fucking learn anything unless you lose. If you're scared to fucking lose, then you're never going to fucking learn. You're never going to progress. I feel every time I've lost, I've come away with a shit ton of fucking information from it. And what I do with this information is up to me. And I plan on taking this information. I'm going to use it to better my progress in the future. So, you know what, man? It is what it is. And honestly, even though I lost, I don't fucking enjoy it. I'm not happy with how I came in and how I feel I performed. It was just his day. So, but yeah, thank you, my man, for the super chat. You too, motherfucker. You know, you just have to call me or send me a text. Henry Bowerslow. I probably butchered the fuck out of your name. Would you do King of the Table #2 in November? In my opinion, every event organizer should want you on your card, 280-pound Matt Cummins. I would fucking love to do King of the Table too, obviously providing all this bull crap has settled out by then. Who I'd pull, I honestly couldn't care less. Whoever the fuck they want to throw at me, I'd be game to pull whoever, buddy. But yeah, I definitely want to be part of King of the Table. Hopefully WL gets going again. I want to take part in some more WL events. So yeah, it's anywhere I'm able to pull. If it doesn't conflict with a family thing going on at the time, I am going to try to get my ass there and hopefully bring a better, stronger, more badass fucking version than I did at this last time. But yeah, thank you, sir, for that super chat. Amin Itayabi. I don't know if I butchered your name too, but there's probably a good possibility of that. How is the rest of the trip, brother? What's the plan for the nearest future? Plan for the nearest future is concentrate on the family and going to continue to try to build myself up physically. Going to continue hitting her hard, going to continue training, and just not gonna light up. No more time off. I may have some times where I don't work as hard as others, but I'm going to be doing something throughout the process going forward without any more fucking breaks whatsoever. So yeah, no more fuck around anymore. But yeah, thank you, sir, for that fucking super chat. Randy Bruden, good entertainment, buddy. Here's a few bucks for your next flight. I'm telling you, man, those motherfuckers better not charge me an extra fucking fee to transfer the flight over. I really don't think I'm gonna get charged. I spent a couple hours on the phone with them last night saying, what the fuck do I have to do when I get to the airport, or how do I rebook my flight? So there's a bunch of notes and everything on my thing. Again, I bet you if they look at my old file, there's probably about 6 paragraphs of notes from the fuckery that I went through. But definitely going to be more organized the next time I fly out of the country. Hopefully, I thought I was this time, but I proved myself to fuck that one up. So heavy metal heat. Thank you, sir, for that super chat. No comment, no question, but thank you for your fucking support and tuning in. Jesse T, what's going on, my man? Thank you for a super chat. I can't see no question. I don't know if you have one there or not. David, why they let Hermes lift his elbow and grab around your hand in the strap setup? Isn't that not allowed? Anyways, great job, man. Keep pushing forward. Yeah, I was trying to argue on it. Why the hell is this happening? Why are you letting him do it? But he was aggressive enough in the setup and didn't get no warnings, didn't get no fouls for it. It is what it is. Every time he went to do it, I kept trying to chase him so he wouldn't get more around. But it is what it is. That's what happened. I should have upped my aggressive game in the setup, and I fell short on that. So just gonna make sure that it don't fucking happen again in the future. Why do we fall? So we can learn to pick ourselves up. Tom Vanuel Woltz. And I probably butchered the hell out of that name too. Thank you, sir, for that super chat. Absolutely. I believe 100% that every time we get knocked down a bit, we come back stronger. Nothing stronger than a man that's been beat down and I believe has rebuilt himself. So yeah, 100%. You can, especially in this game, if you're constantly winning all the time, you're never going to fucking learn anything. You're never going to progress. You're just going to kind of flow through. You need to take them losses in order to be able to move forward. Devin, prime example. Had Devin not have lost his match to Michael Todd, we probably never would have seen the potential of a 295-pound Devin. And it was that loss that Devin suffered from that pushed him to get to that. So it wasn't going to happen again. And what he had learned from it. So yeah, 100%, man. And yeah, thank you, sir, for that super chat. Heavy metal heat. Hey, man, will you keep going hard on the pancakes and mac and cheese? Or are you going to back on the normal diet? Dude, I can eat whatever I want, whenever I want, and don't think it's really going to affect me. So no, I plan on hitting mac and cheese. I plan on hitting fucking pancakes and gallons of maple syrup. Plan on hitting red meat, white meat, any type of meat I can get my fucking mouth on. Sushi by the boatloads. I'm going to be concentrating on, yes, my food bill is going to be expensive, but I'm going to be hitting her fucking hard because I want to see what I can do should I reach that 270, 280 mark. That's when I'd come in. I was hoping to be more closer, a little over that 260. I got around that 255 mark. Change of water and everything else, I believe, possibly played a bit of a factor. Wasn't pooping solid right up until I landed back in Canada. Today, I took my first solid poop since I fucking left the country. Just the change of water, different fluids that they use in their milk. I don't know what it is, but like fucking gastro funnel, my man. So yeah, looking forward to more mac and cheese, bunging it up, and having my regular solid hard poops. Yeah, thank you, sir, for that super chat. Jay the Dios, Matt, when you are gonna sell merch, brother? We need some Wild Horse merch. That is in the process. There has been a bit of a delay on it because the man that's designing it all is concentrating on doing everything, a bunch of stuff for Devin and the arm bet stuff, which in my eyes is pretty important right now. So he's concentrating on that. So I've been kind of put on the back burner, but it is going to be coming out. So be patient. As soon as it's come out, I'm going to make an announcement. I'll get it out to you guys. But yeah, thank you, sir, for that super chat. Matt Waters Falls masks. No reason to be sorry at all. Glad you got the fire lit under your ass again. Hope to see lots of new training videos. Dude, there's going to be a lot more stuff. As for training videos, I don't know how much more I can put out. Maybe I'll do some of my workouts or something like that. But I'll show my one exercise that I was using. I was concentrating to call it the Hermes hand crusher. So the immobilizer. My exercise I was using to help achieve what I needed to cock block his cup that he was able to successfully apply to me. So, but yeah, I plan on putting some more stuff out. Yeah, thank you, sir, for that super chat. Pill out tar. I don't know. That can be read so many different ways. Butchered the fuck out of your name too. I guarantee it. Will you try and improve other vectors like your hook? Or do you plan on improving your already amazing top roll? Keep it up, champ. I plan on, yes, I want to improve my hook more. I'm always concentrating on trying to improve my hook. It's just a lot slower than any progress I make on my top roll. But in the meantime, I'm still going to be hitting the shit out of my fucking top roll. Obviously, I still feel there's definitely areas for room of improvement on my top roll. So, and I'd rather have a complete dominant world class, best in the world top roll and a mediocre hook than a decent top roll and a somewhat decent hook. So yeah, I don't know if I'd ever be able to get myself to a world level hook, but as long as I can stall, maintain, position myself to where I can get fully into my top roll again, then yeah. But my top roll is my game. Always going to be my game, and yeah, it's just I'm going to continue to hammer on my top roll and still train everywhere else on the table and try to get somewhat more of a hook. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm sitting on that. And yeah, thank you, sir, for that super chat. Matt, you got to get way bigger like Devin. You would be a monster. Dude, I want to. I really do. It's very hard for me to put on mass. Very hard for Devin to put on mass. Devin's a few years older. His metabolism may have started to slow down a bit, but still extremely hard for him to put on mass. I believe probably damn near killed him to get up to what it did, what it took for him to get to that 295. Because I know what my metabolism is like and how hard it is for me to get up. So yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna continue to push. Milk. Dude, you even realize how much fucking milk I have today? I drink milk all the fucking time. As soon as I landed in Toronto, I knew I was going to be isolating. Ended up calling Devin, said, who the fuck do we know close in the area? Because I need some shit delivered to me. And one of them motherfucking things was milk. And who comes to my rescue but Jay from the fucking Table Monkeys came, dropped me off a nice, perfect little care package with my couple things of fucking milk to help me fed through this little bit of isolation I got to do before I can come home. And for you motherfuckers that don't know out there, Table Monkeys actually has a YouTube channel. They put out some pretty fucking wicked content, all top-notch fucking dudes based right out of here in Toronto. So get on, check out their fucking channel and hit that fucking subscribe button because those dudes got some awesome shit. You won't find much more real motherfuckers, straight to the point, no bullshit, top-notch fucking guys than them. So go check it out. Table Monkeys. So absolutely awesome. 10,000 calorie mass shakes do the trick. Dude, I drink fucking shakes constantly, all the time. It's like molasses. So yeah, definitely got to hit more of them between my meals. But other than that, it's I believe more mass is gained off of real food, better mass than it is just off of milkshakes and protein powders and shit like that. Obviously, well, milkshakes are a necessity, but off the protein shakes and shit like that, real food packs on way more real mass, I believe, more power mass than just the protein shakes. But definitely going to be hitting a lot of them motherfuckers in between my meals. Andre Aleski. Hey, Matt, how did Ermey's hand feel compared to Devin's? Greetings from New York. Keep up the good work. Devin's hand feels way more fucking massive. Way more fucking massive. I believe stronger a lot of areas, but the area that Ermey specializes in with his post, kind of a high hook, gets a little bit of a cup and pries out through his hand, is absolutely insane. I don't believe that Devin can match what Ermey's does in his move, but I do believe that Devin 100% has the ability and his strength in his hand, especially at 286 to a 295-pound Devin, to immobilize that cup before it starts with Ermey's. And Devin, like we all know, ain't a pussy motherfucker like I am in the setup. He can be one of the most aggressive motherfuckers and gets what he needs. So, yeah, I do believe Devin, people saying, I've seen a couple things, Devin wouldn't stand a chance to get Ermey's, blah, blah, blah. I don't think they realize the capabilities of that man, especially when Devin can reach his ass 290 pounds now that we know and we've seen. So yeah. I think fucking Devin's hand is stronger, bigger in different areas. Ermey's hand and where he specializes was definitely super, super strong. He came in, honestly, 100% better than he ever had before. Definitely the best version of Ermey's that had walked the planet. And I'm sure he's still got more progress to make. The guy's only like 28 years old or something like that. So I got to make sure I get that match back sometime within the next 2 years, because I don't know what's going to happen in another 4 or 5 years if I was to challenge him. So, but yeah, that's how I feel on that. Matt, do you think anyone could beat Levon right now? I don't know. We haven't really seen Levon pull in a very long fucking time. Besides a little bit of after pull and shit like that he's done, yeah, he looks like an absolute freak in a freight train. His finesse is right up there with some of the most finesseful, smooth motion arm wrestlers that there is. So I don't think there is, but I believe if there is a person that can give him a hell of a fucking go, I do believe it is a 295-pound Devin. So yeah, I don't think that there's a person on the planet that would convincingly beat a 295-pound Devin, and I think a 295-pound Devin has the ability to probably beat anybody on the fucking planet. So, but as it is right now, yeah, I definitely give Levon still that number one spot. So, yeah. Matt, how did Ermey's back pressure feel? Ermey's back pressure with a cup felt insane. Definitely, probably some of the strongest back pressure I've ever felt. The way he's able to get his rise in and his arm straight posted and locked in the way he did. Yeah, absolutely is one of the fucking strongest post and back pressure I've ever felt when he gets to his position. If slightly turned out this way, his back pressure gets demobilized a lot easier and he can't engage it as much. But into his position, world fucking class. Absolutely fucking world class. What else do you want to say about the Gong Show? Just that I'm not fucking flying out of North America anytime fucking soon. And I honestly don't recommend it to anybody else either. Did you have a time with Hadzi? Did you have table time with Hadzi? Did I have table time with Hadzi? I don't know who fucking Hadzi is. I honestly don't know 90% of the people I gripped up with on the after pull. I just kept having people pointing at me saying, I want to pull him. Sure. I don't care. It's after pull. Honestly, that's practice to me, that's where you make your gains. I don't know. I was watched a little bit of it afterwards because I wanted to see how some of the other guys were doing through their technique. And apparently there was a couple world champs I had gripped up with there. I honestly don't even know they were world champs or anything else. I was just going, having fun, hanging out, feeling everybody doing what we all motherfuckers love to do, and that's arm wrestle. So yeah, didn't really mean much to me. Did you think the buckle makes a huge difference? I don't think the buckle made a huge difference, but the buckles always make a difference. You have it sitting in the wrong spot a little bit on the back of your hand. If it's not tightened in the right direction and it's tightened towards the knuckles, the buckles could definitely always make a difference. Whether they had a huge difference in this match or not, I don't really think they did. If they did, I couldn't really tell or feel it at the time, and honestly wasn't paying much attention to it. So yeah. I want to see a 600-pound mat with 36-inch arms. Yeah, fucking right. And you probably want to see me drive a fucking one of them little mini cars too. Yeah, probably would never fucking happen. I would have to eat a cow a day to even come close to that. So yeah, is what it is, man. But my ass, before I'm done, you will see a 275 to 280 pound version of Matt Mask walking this fucking planet, pulling arms and banging with some of the fucking best motherfuckers out there. So yeah, absolutely gonna be getting up. I know you were just kidding, man. I know you were just kidding. Thodzilla is too old to start bulking. He is close to 50. Yeah, I agree with you. I believe that the biggest Todd that ever walked this planet was probably the Todd that I pulled in WAL. And I don't know if we'll ever see a Todd that big again. I think if we do see another Todd that big again, the dude is an absolute fucking machine. The side pressure that man can generate, if he had any more speed to him, he would be absolutely probably one of the hardest people to fucking beat on the planet. Thank God for us other people that he's not super quick, and he is vulnerable there. Otherwise, none of us would probably have a chance. You need to add another inch to your arms. He was looking a little thin in the arms. Yeah, I do. But my arms also look very small. My biceps look smaller because they're attached to these motherfuckers. So my forearms is where I carry most of my weight to my arms and in my hands, and they're massive compared to my biceps. They're definitely not proportioned, but I'm trying to slowly get back up slowly, if I could get my biceps up to where I believe my forearms are. How old are you, Matt? I actually turned 40 in 5 days. June 20th is my birthday, and I'll be turning 40 years old. So yeah. But yeah, that's how old I am. I'm becoming an old fuck, aren't I? Matt, in all honesty, Todd's loss to Zoloff was a huge upset. Nobody expected it. Zoloff played an absolute phenomenal game. I was actually expecting every match to be deep inside, and I think Zoloff may have shocked Todd a little bit with coming outside. I think even Todd thought they were going to be going inside. Had they had powered up inside, because Zoloff, I do believe, has one of the best hooks in the world, pound for pound. Had they had ended up inside, I think it would have been a different story. But Zoloff came in with a game plan, obviously specified what he thought was the best way to take down Todd, and he freaking killed it. So, yeah, hats off to him. So, yeah. Yeah. So we are Gemini. I'm glad we are the same. That's right, man. Gemini, all the fucking way. See, Gemini, two people. You got this person, then you got fucking Yulzi's, what he calls Mad Matt. So yeah, that is my split personality. There's regular Matt, then there's table Matt, and then there's airport Matt. I guess 3 personalities. And so do you think you compete at a world level? You've been working a full-time job. Do you plan to take time off to train or compete more? Nope. I've always been able to train and compete while I still work, and I'm going to continue to work And I'm just going to continue to incorporate more of my training in there. I got to just get better organized when it comes to meals and everything else. So I don't have to spend so much of my downtime cooking. I can spend my downtime training and eating, just sticking in a microwave, heating her up, and going to town. So yeah, no, I don't plan on quitting my job or laying off on my job or slowing down on my job anytime soon because I enjoy my job and I make pretty good fucking money at my job, and it'd be stupid to fucking walk away. So, and they seem to treat me pretty fucking good. So no, I won't be laying off my job. I just got to get my ass more organized to make sure I can make everything happen. David, to the move to the States, travel is easier. Devin too. Dude, I've actually contemplated it quite a bit in the last little bit, especially what's going on with Texas, how Florida's going. You guys, motherfuckers, are all running around free, running free. And that's where I would like to be. But unfortunately, this is where my family is, and this is where we reside. So this is where we're probably going to stay. Yeah. Matt, would you want to acquire some sponsors and make arm wrestling full time if the money was right? If the money was right, I'd possibly consider it, but it would have to be really good money because with my job, I'm also putting away for retirement and everything else, pensions and whatnot. So, so yeah, I would have to be really, really good because what happens if I get slightly injured when I'm competing? Then I'm kind of screwed, and my family doesn't eat if I'm not working and I'm not making money. So yeah, I would rather have the best of both worlds as long as I'm able, obviously, to completely do it. But sometimes you got to put priorities first. If I was able to make 300-400K plus a year arm wrestling, maybe that'd be a possibility. But I don't really see that anytime in the future, anytime soon. Matt, if I can move to the States, New Brunswick is hurting right now. Dude, everywhere in Canada, I believe, is hurting right now. So, yeah, there's a lot of shit going on. So, hopefully, all this shit kind of tapers off, bypasses, and we get back to somewhat of a little thing called reality. Because reality, I kind of miss reality, and I don't even know what fucking reality is anymore because it's been so long since we've actually had some really good reality. Why is Toddzilla only in shape when he goes against Devin or Brazink, but never in shape for the rest of the Europeans? He was in shape, but he had to make weight. Todd had to cut a couple pounds to make weight. If he didn't have to cut, cut weight, then I believe that you would have seen a bigger batter, more fucking crazier looking version of Todd. But sometimes they put weight caps in there, and Todd had to make weight, and that's what he came in at. So yeah, Matt, fuck airport mask. How's it going? Yeah. Any word about WL season? Just that they are working on getting something going here, and something's going to be happening probably in the near future. We should be hearing very soon, but I believe all of that has to do with COVID regulations, travel restrictions, especially the border crossings and all that. There's still regulations makes it hell for anybody else from any other part of the country to travel. So any other country. So yeah, if they can tighten up, loosen up these restrictions, then yeah, there's gonna be some more seasons coming. I believe there's gonna be more shit because they're just kind of hibernating right now, waiting for all this hassle to blow over, and they want it done just as much as we all want it done. Am I in a Trudeau hotel? Fuck Trudeau. I'm in a hotel that government approved, Trudeau approved to host us. $1,000 for 3 nights. Whether you stay for 1, 2, or 3, it's $1,000, and they give you 3 portions that are made for a fucking little rabbit. So yeah, definitely don't recommend it. If there's a way you figure out bypass or whatever, fucking bypass the hell out of it. because it's an absolute fucking joke and hassle. So, and they don't fucking feed you enough. So yeah, I'm in one of those fucking hotels. Matt, what do you do for a living? I run downhole tools in the oil field. So work for Packers Plus. Great company. Google them, look them up, see what they do. They're actually really good entrepreneurs for everything that's going on right now in the oil industry with all this selective fracking stuff that's happening. So definitely a great company, one of the best I've ever worked for. Do you think Hermes won because the buckle filled with pure marble from his own work had that work that he grinds up, and because you used rice, you lost? Actually, believe it or not, Hermes has a rice bucket too, motherfucker. So I was talking to him and he said, "You use rice." And I says, "Yeah, I use the rice bucket." He says, "I use rice too. Been using rice a long time." So yeah, Hermes approves the rice bucket. So yes, no, but his hands definitely doing what he does for a living. I believe he works in a marble factory. Sits there with the jackhammer all day, fucking jamming on fucking marble, and yeah, definitely helps with his hand. His hand felt like fucking steel, but still bendable, provided working on the right angle. But yeah, definitely a strong ass motherfucker. Do you think Jerry could beat Hermes? I think Jerry would definitely fucking give Hermes a hell of a fucking go. The only thing is Hermes, what you can see from his match years ago against Michael Todd, is that he can transition very quick into a press. If he is able to get him over to a position that he needs and transition into a press, he may be able to get Jerry. But Jerry is a lot fucking badder of a dude than a lot of people think, and probably one of the most underrated arm wrestlers out there. Providing different people, he has trouble with their styles, but he's definitely a fucking definitely probably could give Hermes a hell of a fucking battle. So yeah, that's my take on that. Just styles, right? David Ackerman. Hey Matt, sorry about the loss. Come back better. And you use too much energy getting worked up. I need to get worked up. I do use a lot of energy. I was sweating before I even got to the table. I had my hoodie on. It was like 30 freaking degrees in the building, and I was sweating, but I was drinking a shit ton of water. I wanted all my muscles 100% warm before I even got to the table because I was expecting a long bout. I didn't want to go in cold and risk tweaking everything, so it would set me back in the future. But hey, sometimes I just don't have any fucking control over what I do when I get up to that table, especially when the adrenaline starts going. But I do agree. I do waste a lot of energy there, but that's me. That's what I do. Thank you, sir, for that super chat. Matt Macho Man Mask, formerly Randy Robbins. I joined the army. Matt, you're still the fucking man and still love you, buddy. Have a beer on me. Thanks, my man. Love the fucking name. Troll Army, you motherfuckers rock and come up with some of the best fucking shit. I love just going through comments sometimes, not even reading the comments, just reading the fucking names. I think you guys are awesome and hilarious. And I do believe that a shit ton of the support that we're feeling is majority of you fucking troll armies. So keep doing what you motherfuckers do. So arm wrestling gods. And yeah, thank you, Matt Macho Man Mask, for that super chat. Arm wrestling gods. When you got that pin back, I got a real good semi on. Keep grinding, pal. Dream, believe, achieve. That was hard too. I got a little hard during that as well. Pretty fucking exciting. I definitely thought it was going to be a little bit more of a TSN turning point. I think it would have, if I would have been able to win the next one, tying up 2-2, it would have been, I would have blew the fucking roof off that building, but fell up a little short and it was his day. So congrats to Hermes fucking Gasparini. And thank you, sir, for that fucking super chat. For Arc. Have you considered looking into bodybuilding techniques for building muscle mass? not as straightforward, especially when you have an cryptomorph body. The only thing I've really looked into was just the amount of calorie intake and everything else I'd have to do. As for exercises, no, I don't really look too much into crazy bodybuilding exercises. I do specific muscle groups. The only thing I may try to incorporate, I do believe, which I've been talking about, been thinking about for a long time, is squats, because squats will help build a little more mass and also get a lot more everything else moving in your body, get better blood flow. So I would like to incorporate more squats into my workouts, maybe do them on arm wrestling training days. But yeah, definitely need more calories. Calories is what I need to do. So yeah. Arm wrestling Derek. There's a big guy. Props for having the balls to leave your country and put yourself out there. Most won't. We got to train when COVID is done. Absolutely, man. Get on up. Come up to Canada, because I'm not fucking traveling down anywhere soon. But when COVID's over, either that or I'll get my ass down there. But yeah, man, definitely got to get together, do some training, and do it. I just tried to get out there. There's not a fucking place or a person on this planet that I'm not scared to fucking pull. So, providing the right opportunity, definitely got to do more planning. Hopefully, this doesn't screw up planning for me showing up to kids' graduations and stuff like that coming up here soon. But other than that, if it doesn't conflict with anything along that style and I'm possible able to do it, then yeah, absolutely, definitely willing to pull fucking anywhere in the world. And usually travel and isn't so much of a pain in the ass, but right now it's I would sooner risk drinking some of the water flowing down the river right by that fucking hotel that I was staying in Yalova than attempt flying again and see what would happen to me. So yeah, that's what I think about flying right now. So anyone remember how flying was before 9/11? Like a fucking dream. It used to be dreamy back then. So much nicer, so much better than yeah, than what it is now. I don't even words can't even explain to what it is now. Besides fuck show, hassle, pain in the ass. Matt, do you think Marcel Barbosa can beat Hermes in a super match? I don't know if he can beat him. I think he can give him a fucking hell of a go, and I think it'd be a hell of a fucking match. But as for him being able to beat Hermes, I believe, is on a different level right now, stylistically, especially with how explosive Marcio is and how strong he's looking right now. I guarantee you that absolutely he can give him a fucking hell of a go. I don't think that either one of them would walk right through each other. I do believe that he would have probably a bigger barn burner match than what me and Hermes would have, but I definitely think that it would be definitely one for the fucking Bucks, and that's something I'd like to see. Hey, Matt, get a nutrition coach. Nathan Payton is a wizard. He works world strongman competitions and bodybuilders. It probably costs a fucking fortune too. But yeah, I definitely need to look into something more. It'd be nice to get meal prep plan and someone to do all my cooking for me. So because to find the time to eat, work, and everything else, it's a pain in the ass. But yeah, definitely got to get working on something to build the mask up. Um, Balls deep, Devin Lorette. Have a pint of Guinness on me, brother. Thanks, my man, for that super chat. And I will have a fucking beer on you when I get back home. Get home, I'm going to go into the garage, I'm going to relax, and I'm going to drink a fucking beer because this was a fucking shit show. Got a headache just from the fucking amount of stress from the last couple of days. Or maybe it's COVID. Actually, it's not COVID. Should find out when I get my test results back. US frame. T-shirt with a crazy maned horse head and don't effing touch me. I'll take 10. Dude, there's going to be a couple different things we're going to be coming out with. We're definitely going to be doing the hand. The hand is going to be on a fucking shirt. I want to get a couple sweaters made with the hand right on the back of it. But when they do come out, I will be posting on the bottom of all my descriptions, I will be putting the website on where to get them. It's going to be going through the same site that Devin's Apparel sold through. So that company deals with everybody apparently really well. They haven't had a lot of issues with them. So that's who we're going to go with. And hopefully we can get that information out soon. But yeah, it's going on 2:00 now, Alberta time, 4:00 Eastern Standard Time. Probably going to end this super chat. Going to make some phone calls. I got to figure out some more shit for my future on my flights and everything else, on when I can book my flights to hopefully get my ass home as soon as I get this shit figured out. But yeah, definitely going to be going back to Alberta soon. Can't wait to go home and just sleep in my own fucking bed and worry about my own fucking house and cut my grass and mow the lawn. So yeah, thanks for everybody tuning in. And yeah, as for Hermes, awesome fucking job. Congratulations. And thank you for firing my ass up again, because you guys haven't seen the fucking enemy yet. Earl Soul, Ferguson, Bragoso. Thank you for slamming the table like I asked. It's inevitable. I don't think I could pull without slamming the tables. So yeah. But yeah, absolutely bigger, better version of me to come. So yeah, thanks for everybody tuning in. You had a chance already, subscribe, do whatever. Don't subscribe. I don't really care. Check out the next video. But there will be more shit coming in the future. So yeah, looking forward to getting my ass home. So yeah, I'm going to end this stream now. End stream. Your stream will stop immediately and you will no longer be live. End or not yet? End.